welcome all of you in today's lecture. So today we'll start with Indian polity today, a very important area. In fact, I would say one of the most important area of UPSC examination in both prelims as well as in mains. Mains, I think it is the most important subject, but even in prelims it has high weightage. So the first 25 minutes I'll be discussing about how to prepare the Indian polity, how to start, what should be the basic book, what you should be doing at the beginning level, because what happens that students make a lot of mistakes while preparing any subject. See, there are multiple things. One is that you have to have a macro strategy for the entire preparation. Then you have to have a subject wise strategy as well. You can't apply the same approach in all the subjects. Some subjects will require a different kind of books and approach. Some subjects are factual, some subjects are highly conceptual. For example, Indian polity is conceptual as well as it is philosophical. So you have to, the understanding and the underpinnings of Indian constitution have to be understood. Constitution kya hai, Indian polity kya hai, how things have evolved. So a lot of questions are there in your mind which needs to be answered if you want to prepare for the examination. So let's first understand how do we start the Indian polity. So today the focus would be naturally the prelims part. So let's understand the core areas which are there in the prelims. So broadly, you can see there are 6 subjects or 7 subjects and then current affairs. So Indian polity, economy, history, geography, environment, science, IR, current affairs. Now all these areas, remember all these areas. So as I mentioned that first of all you need to have a macro strategy about preparation. आपको तैयारी कैसे करना है पूरा UPSC का holistically, that you need to understand, and I think that we have discussed in detail many a times. The second approach would be how do you go subject wise approach, and what is the importance of Indian polity. Indian polity है क्या, इसका importance क्या है, ये समझना पड़ेगा. So now if you go through the previous year questions, so if you see Indian polity, the questions that have been asked 8, 18, 17, 11, 12, 7, 22, 13. Okay, so this is Indian polity. And if I have to summarize this, Indian polity, somewhere around 15 to 18 questions, 15, 16 questions you can assume. That means in prelims out of 100 marks or 100 questions, you'll get around 15 questions. So Indian polity has a weightage of 15%, that is quite important. Now, understand one more thing. Polity एक ऐसा subject है where students in general, polity is a subject where students in general who have good command of this, जो तैयारी अच्छी करते हैं, they traditionally do very well in polity. वो polity में अच्छा करते हैं, especially in prelims. Mains is a different area that I'll take, maybe I'll discuss sometime later. But in prelims, people who have a basic command of preparation, they tend to do very well in polity and economics. Some areas, the other subjects, I'm not going to discuss today. But Indian polity, जो भी अच्छी तैयारी करता है, they develop very good command, which means out of let's say 15 question आता है. So what would be my expectation from you when you give the prelims? जब आप exam दोगे तो मेरा expectation क्या होगा? I would want that you should be in a situation to attempt at least, you should be in a situation to attempt 90% of the question. यानी आपको 90% question आने चाहिए. That is the first thing, which means out of 15, you should be able to attempt 13 to 14 questions. 1-2 question इधर उधर हो सकता है, maybe current affair or current issues, you might कहीं आपको information नहीं पता है. And here also I would expect that you should score at least 11 to 12 score. Means आपका maximum 1 to 2 incorrect होना चाहिए, and that is the expectation. If you want to clear the prelims, remember in UPSC there are certain subjects which are sitters. कुछ ऐसे areas होते हैं where you can score very high. Polity is one of those subjects. Yes, last 2-3 years में there are some certain questions which have come in polity, they have been a little difficult to attempt. But in general, if you go with the past 10 years of trend, you would see that polity is a relatively area where you can develop comfort. आप अच्छे से अच्छे तैयारी करके आप अच्छा कर सकते हो. And I'll just tell you very pinpoint approach, and if you follow that, believe me, you'll feel very comfortable. Next year, जब आप जून में exam दोगे, I would expect that you put a lot of effort in polity. Polity, constitution, अगर command develop हो जाएगा, it will help you in essay, it will help you in governance, answer writing, everywhere. So Indian polity is a high scoring area. and I would expect that you should score very high here. और यहाँ पे आपको वो आपका कोई भी बैकग्राउंड हो, आपको पॉलिटी में अच्छा करना ही है. There are no question mark here. You can't leave this subject for granted. जितने भी टॉपर्स हैं जो प्रीलिम निकालते हैं, they do very well in polity. Now if you see the weightage in terms of only polity, so you can see 13, 1 year बहुत कम आ गया था, but in this lot of factual questions came, but in general you get decent 15 for 13 14 questions आपको हर साल जो है मिल जाते हैं, and that is the approach. So let's focus on this part, the polity. Now before starting, let me take some questions. कुछ prelim से question लेते हैं and then we'll start. Now what kind of question come? Now naturally you must be thinking that कि एग्जाम में जो क्वेश्चन आता है, just hold on guys. You must be thinking that एग्जाम में जो भी क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, can I solve it? Let's assume that you have not read polity और ये क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. Try to attempt this question. In the context of the polity, which of the following would you accept as the most appropriate? Liberty का definition क्या है? What is the definition of liberty? Okay, so you have option A, B, C, D, and try to solve this. What is the definition of liberty? Let's assume that you have not read. आपने polity पढ़ा नहीं आज तक. B. Okay, so Senator has given B. Tushar is giving C. दिशा D. तुबा D. Okay. आपने आंसर्स देख लिया गलती से? Okay, let's assume. So what is liberty? Liberty is a concept which says that that is one of the first principle in the constitution which is given to all of us. So constitutionally, liberty is something that you need to understand. Liberty क्या है? Freedom है. So let's understand. Protection against tyranny of political leaders. Okay, can we say liberty definition? You can say yes. Protection to tyranny against political rulers हो सकता है. If you have liberty, the dictatorship will not happen. Absence of restraint. Yes, ये भी हो सकता है. Liberty is about absence of restraint, but how to define restraint? Restraint means any restraint, because any liberty should always come with certain restraint. Liberty cannot be absolute. Can liberty be absolute? Because here there is no clarity. अगर liberty absolute हो गया, which means people can do anything whatever they want. So that is not the right context. Opportunity to do whatever one likes. यानी आप जो भी करना चाहते हो वो करो. Okay? Whatever one likes. What if I like which is antisocial? What if I like something which is antisocial? Do you think that liberty should allow you to do that? आपको मन कर रहा है कि I will go and break some people around in the whomsoever I want. Do you think that is a liberty you would want? Okay, so here ये incorrect है. ये भी हो सकता है, ये भी हो सकता है. But see the D. Opportunity to develop oneself fully. एक constitution में जो value aspect होता है, value means what you derive, what are the standards you expect from constitution. You want that Constitution of India should give you an opportunity that you should be able to develop yourself, and liberty somewhere is a principle which tries to do that. So answer D is the most perfect answer, which you can think of in terms of the understanding. Tyranny का मतलब a kind of आपके साथ ill behavior हो या आपको mistreat किया जाए, exploitation किया जाए, that is tyranny. Okay, so this is Indian polity. Then take question number this. See this question. Consider the following statements. ये 1 2 strap हो गया question. One is. Read this question. Let's assume. Now remember, students who do not have background for polity, they might not be able to attempt. Okay. So don't worry. Today is the first class. Eventually we'll learn about Indian polity in detail, and maybe it will require 25-30 lectures to cover Indian polity. Okay. Don't worry. So, as per with the reference to the Constitution of India, Now, people who have read NCRTs, they can try. No high court shall have jurisdiction to declare any central laws to be constitutionally invalid. Yani, that's the first statement. And the second statement is amendment to the Indian Constitution of India cannot be called into question by Supreme Court. Now, the Parliament has the power to make law. So when the Parliament make laws, the laws cannot be anything. So they have to be constitutionally valid. And this constitutionally valid, a validation of the Constitution of India will ensure karega that the Supreme Court as well as High Court. So statement 1 is of course incorrect. No High Court nahi. Both High Court and Supreme Court have the power to declare any law invalid if it goes against the Constitution of India. Now, people who have not read and understood, don't worry. Maybe in today or tomorrow's lecture, thoda samajh mein aa jayega isme. An amendment to the Constitution of India cannot be called into question. Constitution is the rule book of the country. Constitution is, a book of law for the country. Constitution tells about the aspiration of India. Constitution tells about what we hope and aspire for a future, what we want from ourselves. So Constitution is very important. But remember, Constitution should always be allowed to amend. Amendment ka option bhi hona chahiye. So amendment option is there. But you cannot amend anything and everything, and that is where Supreme Court or the judiciary can check the amendment. Agar ye amendment goes against the Constitution, the first statement se linked hai ye, which means it can be questioned, which means statement 2 is also incorrect. Incorrect, yes. Amendment to the Constitution cannot be called. No, it can be called into the question by Supreme Court of India. So answer here is of course D. Okay, so these are the Indian polity. Answer is D. So students who do not have a background of polity might be facing difficulty. Don't worry. But student who who have read or who have background of polity, farak nahi padta hai. In coming days, everybody will be comfortable in this part of the syllabus. Okay. Now remember, so whenever we study a topic, and we'll follow a basic thumb rule, and that thumb rule is that whenever we read a topic, so when we read a topic 1, topic 2, topic 3, jo bhi hum padhenge, let's say we read Parliament of India. So our objective is that we should attempt previous year questions. Humko previous year question lagane chahiye. So in this also, every time, any subject, we will be attempting previous year questions, parallelly with the classes. हम classes के साथ-साथ previous year questions भी लगाएंगे, and we'll attempt MCQs, NCERT based questions, वो भी हम लगाएंगे. So that would be the objective. The objective is not only to study, but to solve the questions of the examination, to understand कि मेरा exam निकालने वाले level पे मैं पहुंचा हूं कि नहीं पहुंचा हूं. Can I crack prelims? Can I crack mains? Okay. And if I can crack prelims, I have to check my understanding that whether I have understood the topics of the syllabi or not. So that is the previous year papers are very important for both prelims as well as in mains. And whenever you study a topic, just map the last 10 years. Aap 10 years se questions uthao and see what kind of questions have come from that topic. See the comfort level. I would expect that you should, not today, but by the time you give the prelims examination, you should have 80 to 90% of accuracy aapka polity mein hona chahiye. Okay, so that is the NCERT. Now, sorry, that is the previous year questions. Now we'll go on with the book list. Now, what are the book lists for Indian polity? How do we start? Very basic. So people who have zero background in the polity, who have not even started, उनको कुछ भी पता नहीं है, and they might face problems. They can start with the class 9th and 10th class NCERT. Very important. There are two books, Democratic Politics 1 and 2. There are 5 chapters in this chapter. In this book, there are 8 chapters here. Okay, so 5 chapters here, 8 chapters here. So some 13 chapters. Then Indian Constitution at Work, a very important book. In fact, this is the most important book of the base building. NCERTs will help you in building the base. आपको building अपना base build करने के लिए you have to read NCERT, and this applies to everybody. Whether you have political science background, whether you do not have, whether you have any other background, it hardly matters. You should be starting the preparation from very basic, and you should be thorough in these areas. So Indian NCERT में Democratic Politics 1 and 2, that is the 9th, 10th and 11th. People who have political science background, they can skip 9th 10th and they can go directly with 11th. ये 12th का NCERT आप skip कर सकते हो, it is not important, but later on you can read it. It is low priority. But the first three one are very important. People who have political science background, they have read polity, they have read constitution properly. They need to read only class 11th NCERT. There are 10 chapters here, but all these chapters are very well prepared. It gives you a deep insight towards the Constitution of India, the functioning of the Constitution, and that will help you in reading the next book. So once you develop the base, then you go to the standard book. And standard book, a very important standard book is Lakshmikant. Okay, so this is like a Bible for all the students who are preparing for Indian polity. So Lakshmikant is the most important book for examination. In fact, there was a time when almost every question came from Lakshmikant. But Lakshmikant is a voluminous kitab. It's a voluminous book. It will require effort. And if you don't read the NCERTs and then you go with Lakshmikant, you will face problems. So what I would advise here is that you first cover the NCERT and then you can go with the NCERT. Okay. नहीं बेटा political theory रहने दीजिए. Deepika, political theory is not important. Okay. So that is the standard book that you have to read, Lakshmikant. If there are other books also, these are other reference books. The Constitution of India by D.D. Basu, Our Constitution by Subhas Kashyap. These can be some extra suggested reading, but not now. अभी के लिए आप सिर्फ NCERTs and Lakshmikant is the book that you follow. If you follow Lakshmikant and books and of course the newspaper of India, the Hindu and the class notes, I think that would be more than sufficient. You don't require to read anything else outside the syllabus of outside these areas. Lakshmikant, NCERT and the class notes, newspapers. That's all. Nothing else. Nothing. कोई और कुछ पढ़ना ही नहीं है. In some topics, if you want, maybe we can read some extra stuff of D.D. Basu or Subhas Kashyap. But remember, they are not made as for the examination requirement. Lakshmikant ka hai, it is for competitive exam only, and that is the advantage it has. The Constitution of India or the Our Constitution of Subhas Kashyap, they are good book, but they are not from examination point of view. Okay, so you will get very limited information in this book, especially Subhas Kashyap. D.D. Basu thoda detailed hai, but again, D.D. Basu should be avoided. It can help in certain part of mains, but not in prelims. Prelims mein everything Lakshmikant is going to be the most important book. So these are the areas which have to be covered. So Lakshmikant, many times you get direct questions. In fact, even today, 50 to 60% questions they come directly from Lakshmikant. But Lakshmikant, has covered Indian Constitution very properly. उसने अच्छे से Constitution cover किया है in a very structured manner. Facts, are put very proper. So you are able to solve questions very easily. But remember, Lakshmikant takes a lot of time because, as I mentioned, it is a book which is more than some 700-800 pages. So it will take time to read. So don't think that okay, Lakshmikant पढ़ लेंगे तो हो जाएगा. Lakshmikant किताब देखोगे तो घबरा जाओगे. So it is a thick book. Okay, so it will take some time. But if you are thorough with NCERT, Lakshmikant, and if you are able to understand the requirements of the competition and map that requirement with Lakshmikant, you'll be able to do well. Lakshmikant में भी सब कुछ नहीं पढ़ना. You don't have to read line by line. You have to understand the requirement of the competition, and you have to be very specific also in some areas. So that is something that you will understand with time. Okay, so that is Lakshmikant, the standard book. Okay, so what have you mainly Indian polity is about understanding Indian Constitution. So we're going to study all these areas. So we'll focus on the history of the Constitution. आज थोड़ा start करेंगे, but today is the first lecture, so we just basic will be there. The evolution of the Constitution of India, okay, how the Constitution of India has evolved, the enactment of Constitution, the team people who are involved. Then very important portion of the Constitution, for example, rights issue, very important. The basic structure, अभी news में था, you must have read in the news, Keshav Bharati case, basic structure. So this is something that we'll study. ये हम सारा यही पढ़ लेंगे, fundamental rights में पढ़ लेंगे. Amendments also we'll study here itself. Okay, so we'll study, in fact, we'll study all the important parts of the Constitution which are relevant for the examination. Now here there are Lakshmikant. Lakshmikant is good for almost all the areas, whether history or evolution of the Constitution, fundamental rights, DPSP, union government, state government, judiciary, the local bodies, okay, or any constitutional body, or non-constitutional body, anything and everything you have to. So these are very scoring area, and this is something that once preparation will move, I'll explain you what to read and what not to read. And after reading these basic stuff from NCRTs and Lakshmikant, the questions jo aayenge, they will be, applied questions will come, philosophical questions will come, value based questions will come. Okay, so n number of questions will come. Lakshmikant se aisa nahi ki direct question aayega. You can apply and understand the concept of Lakshmikant to solve the questions. Okay, so there are correlations also. If you study one part of Indian polity, it will help in the other part as well. So we'll come to that, don't worry. Then there are certain areas which are governance, very important. So governance here, the entire application of the Indian Constitution, government, the application part, iska pura application. Okay, union state, amendment list, article list. There are more than 440 articles, but you just have to read maybe 40, 40 to 50 articles you have to read. Baki articles important nahi hai. Many times students make a mistake that they try to memorize everything in a very small, bit information you want to, remember. Aisa nahi hai. I've been teaching polity from past 10 years and I hardly know more than 40 articles in the Indian Constitution. मुझे याद नहीं है. I understand. I have the concept. My concept is clear. But if you ask me the article, apart from the important one, I don't remember. I have to go and look in the book. So that is what I'm telling you. You can crack the examination by having basic understanding also of the things. Okay. So we'll study all that Indian polity. Then the current issues, very important. Current issues, as I mentioned, first is the application of those part and the governance. Okay, so governance में क्या आएगा? Any kind of new bill is coming. Bill means जो law बनने वाला है. Act, ordinance, rights issues. Supreme Court judgment आता रहता है. Recently, right now, Supreme Court is giving judgment on many areas. Okay, so Supreme Court might give judgment on maybe on some kind of decisions taken by Government of India, maybe land laws or right issues. Okay, government schemes and policies are very important related to polity. Any polity जो scheme है वो उसको आपको link करना होगा Indian polity से. Elections are important. In Hindu you'll get a lot of editorials every time, and these editorials are very helpful. PRSindia.org is a very good website. Not now, but after 3-4 months you can start doing that. It's a basically it covers the current part thoroughly. But remember, it is for it. A lot of information is there, so we have to be very selective while reading this. So these are current issues. Current issues के लिए the best way is newspapers. That is what you have to stick to. So that completes.